Manfield Knight. And it starts off with Seiko coming ahead, and the miss out of the corner off the opening kickoff lets Seiko just walk one in.
Hey, you don't need to match speed when the ball just lands in your lap like that. We'll take those early goals, says Endpoint.
Whole fall split on the European side. Here goes Relating Wave, though. Flip reset to get over. Monkey Moon barely keeps it out, but here comes Metsonoris. 2-0.
All right, I'm starting to worry about my pick. Stacks. Relating Wave, a beautiful flip reset. Two defenders were forced to make a save for that, and that's an easy clean. If Seiko had a dating profile under his interests, it would be shooting the ball at the net. And he's dang good at it, too.
Well, Monkey Moon gets one back here for Team BDS inside 2 minutes. Endpoint defense finally showed just a slight sign of weakness. BDS all over it. Can they crack the Endpoint defense a second time? Relating Wave over top of Extra. Seiko from the wing makes it a 2-goal lead again. Seiko has come into his own here as the LAN has gone on.
They didn't like the BDS got on the board. They said, all right, we got to take control of this. And they're looking good. Honestly, Team BDS didn't look like they had much semblance of any kind of answer here. And Endpoint looked full in control of this series. Big changes are going to need to happen coming into game number 2 for BDS, because this does look like an Endpoint.
Marked by Aiden, Relating Wave. It's marked, but then Seiko has it from the back wall. Passing is getting there from
Extra.
BDS, and now it's Extra who does it himself.
Endpoint were spared so many shots from BDS before, but Extra finally committing one to the back of the net. Flip reset, 3 minutes into overtime, and BDS will tie up the series.
Goal count still favors Endpoint after their 3-1 victory in Game 1, but the game's even as we go to Game 3, and Relating Wave scoring early again for Endpoint, and they lead in the first 11 seconds.
Extra had a touch, though. I don't know if he wanted to follow that up, but he got
on. Team BDS finding out the hard way what Endpoint is all about on LAN. They're getting Metza on LAN, but he's not going to catch up to this. Marked by 8 with his first goal.
Mark finds an opening. Metsonoris a little too close on that push, and he can't recover. Tied game, 2 minutes left.
Different. Maybe the biggest reason that Endpoint won 2 of the regionals.
Extra.
Oh, no, you can't adjust for this. Marked by 8. Upper 90.
I'm pretty sure this went off an Endpoint player, though. It did. A slight forced own goal. They were in the way, but BDS, off of that beautiful redirect by Endpoint, will find themselves. Now the team scored. Endpoint's going to want to get in the board early and try to get themselves a cushion as well to hold that lead. Make sure they don't hit an OT, and a shot from Seiko is going to put them on the board early.
This is exactly what Endpoint needed. Finally, the gate opens, and they fend off Endpoint again for now inside 45 seconds. Relating Wave drop down to Seiko to put game 4 away.
That is such beautiful placement from Seiko. They just hold off against relentless pressure from BDS and turn it around like this. There is
goal. They've needed him to be excellent. He has been. Team BDS not ready to go away just yet. Monkey Moon with 21 to go, and that's the Monkey Moon we've seen over the past 2 years.
You're calling the game already as if it's done, but 20 seconds.
Relating Wave out of boost, though. Metza and Seiko have plenty in the tank. Seiko's got to use it, and this drops down to the ground, and will go to Champions Field to put a team into the top.
Having someone in position wherever they need to be. But Game 5, Stacks, this is where we find out which one of these teams is going to make their way to the playoff bracket early, and Marked by 8 says it's going to be us.
All the early goals in this series have come from Endpoint, but it's BDS this time around, the Demolition 2. And Team BDS trying to weather the storm very early in Game 5 as Endpoint looking to come back at him. Oh, that ball allowed to drop to Seiko, and he scores.
And a quickly tied game. And it's just Seiko. You give him the ball, he's putting it away.
An interception at midfield. This will angle downward. Mark by 8 couldn't clear past Seiko. And now it's Monkey Moon playing over top of Metsonoris, and Relating Wave can't catch up. Mark by 8 is having a series.
Mark is always finding that last man nowhere in sight. That push up.
Not seen Mark by 8 through his career. Shining when the lights are brightest. When BDS needs him the most, but Relating Wave coming through as well.
They're playing shot for shot, goal for goal right now. What a pass out from Seiko.
That's
an
incredible.
Endpoint. Dude.
That's an excellent job by the BDS defense. Not letting that ball ultimately get central. Monkey Moon for extra for the lead. And BDS strikes again. Where this had been such a defensive series, Leaf, now the floodgates have opened.
Endpoint with no one home. BDS is taking advantage of an adjustment here because too many times they've left that backside open. And they have a goal to get back here. And again, Extra finds a spot that is unsecured from Endpoint. And BDS with a 2-goal lead are looking like they're secure in this match.
Team BDS has saved.
Point, 30 seconds left to make a drive. Everything is going to go into that offense from here on out.
Oh, this is just going to fall into the net. Monkey Moon puts the exclamation point on it, and Team BDS is playoff bound.
With 21 seconds left, 3 goals up, BDS have just amped it up in game number 5. Champions Field, they're feeling at home. And Endpoint finally falling under the pressure as goal after goal from BDS make their way into the back of the Endpoint net.
Just beating a dead horse at this point. Endpoint will drop to 2-2 and have to play back every step of the way. And then at the last, their best performance. Game 5 on Champions Field. BDS has a shot at